So that process was happening for over a couple of months, and then obviously Jeenyis scoring came on board. So
Talk a bit about these guys.
Yeah, so Damien.
Jeenyis were amazing.
Yeah, Damien and Jace I've been working with for a while now. They started with me back in 2012 on a film called The Wild Couple. So we got introduced by a mutual friend of ours at the time, me and Damien, so Damien and Damien. And then obviously Damien brought Jason to the fray. And so these guys scored 3 of my short films. It was the first time I ever had an original score put to my work. And these were the guys that showed me how important scoring is. Not that I never realised it wasn't, but back early in your career as a young filmmaker, that's the last thing on your mind at the time.
Do you remember when they first started sending through like teasers of the score they were doing?
Yeah.
We threw them over scenes. And just sitting in the edit suite looking at that.
Oh, the second... Like, one thing I can't... like.
It added tension, man.
One thing I don't like necessarily doing is putting temp scores on. You know what I mean? Like, because you put temp scores on and sometimes you get either glued to that, and especially if it's temp score, like, you know, we're going to put fucking Hans Zimmer over something. You're like, holy fuck. You know what I mean?
I mean, he makes anything sound amazing.
Yeah, but when the boys started, and the boys were great, like, they didn't make us wait. Like, they were sending over, like, fucking samples and motives and shit like that, and as soon as you start hearing the TKG theme, the second I heard that, I was like, fuck, this is dope, this is great. So that was wild. So when those guys came on board, and they were always going to come on board regardless, and they're hard work, and then they're talented as fuck. And they make a huge difference to TKG. This score, and the whole thing's original score. So the whole film, from start to finish, I think 100 minutes of score is in this film, which is fucking... And when you think of it, guys, as an independent, micro-budget short film, and you've got composers that work their fucking asses off, so underpaid to deliver a score like that, it's fucking wild, you know what I mean? So... they did their thing. So they were just sending through, and again, we're sending through scenes. So I think we sent them the first cut. I freaked them out with the first cut because I think that was the 2-hour something cut. I think it go down to 2:20, 2:30 or something. And they were like, no, sorry, I didn't know. I sent them the 2-hour 46 cut first.
Yes.
So I sent them the 2:46 cut first, and let's just say there was an interesting phone call after that. Like, dude, what the fuck? And I was like, relax, bro. It's getting cut down. It's getting cut down.
We put almost, 50 minutes off that?
Yeah.
The final runtime's 2 hours 50, hour 53?
Hour 50, I like to say hour 52 without credits because I can't control the credits.
Yep.
So, you know, we did our part. But, so yeah, they started putting the score into play. And again, like so the way I work with them, I'll just kind of run through how I work with the composers and stuff. At the end of the day, and it's important for filmmakers to understand, you can't control everything. You know what I mean? You can't, you know, there's some directors out there that'll be across every little thing and they'll know every note. I'm not a music guy. I know what sound. I know the themes I want. I know what I kind of want to put in there. And the beauty about working with...
You know what the feeling you want is.
Yeah,
and they can translate your direction to feeling.
And yeah, exactly. So the way I work with Jeenyis is I sit down with them before they start. We just have a conversation about the film. And so we have a conversation about my vision for the film, what I want it to be like, what I want to come across, what's important to me, who are the main characters, what's their deal, what's their story, what are they about. And then these guys take all this shit I talk to them about, and they take it all and they come out with these fucking motives. They know how to translate that into certain bars and notes and this and that. Again, I'm not a music guy, but what these guys do is incredible. And 9 times out of 10, like, if I don't like something, I'll tell you. You know what I mean? That's you have to as a filmmaker. But when these guys give me stuff, there's only, like, ever rarely it might be like, a little less of this or a little more of that. But most of the times, it's spot on.
They're bang on, yeah.
Yeah, and it amazes me for this whole film. Like,
it made my job easier in sound post as well. Like, the moment the music got slammed in.
There's 5 or 6 themes in this film that's incredible. Like, from a music point of view, it's incredible.
Yes.
Like, it blows my mind. And I wish I could turn around and be like, oh yeah, I did that. No, of course I did. I know, you know, these guys did it. So when you're blessed to go, okay, well, here's some boys I've been working with for 8 years now, or, you know, now it'll be 8 years. And you got that rapport, which comes down to chemistry and trust and all that kind of stuff and having a good relationship. So, you know, working with the guys was amazing again. So I'm looking forward to running it back with them again on the next feature.
And there will be one.
Yeah, 100%. Sooner than later. Fucking no quarantine's going to stop me. But yeah, so then...
But we will respect all laws.
Yeah, 1.5. But yeah. So that was that part of post, obviously with the score.